everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm very sorry if I seem kind of down in this video and I sound different right now. I currently have the wonderful COVID virus, so yeah, fighting that right now. I think I'm over the worst of it. I'm headed up, but it's a very long road, apparently. This is the second time that I've had COVID. I had it a couple of years ago, and now I've got it again. So that's always fun. So yeah, if I'm coughing and if I seem a bit downtrodden and stuff like that, it's just because, it's not fun. But, I was asked a question in the comments of one of my previous videos about my dog, my Pomeranian Kiba, who is currently here keeping me company during all this. Yes, you've been my little shadow. Yes, you have. You're my little shadow. Yep. So this is Kiba, for those who don't know him. Kiba just turned 1, like 3 days ago. So, happy first birthday, buddy. Yeah, you're number 1. You are. Look at them ears. Look at those ears. Yeah, so, the question that I got asked was, when I go away, because I've mentioned, taking Kiba places with me, and, in the future we're going to be going on vacation together and stuff like that. So when I go away, what do I take with me for Kiba? What items would you need to go on vacation with your dog? Well, so it kind of all depends on how long you're going to be gone for. If you're just going overnight, you're going to need less than if you go for like 2 weeks. So it all depends on how long you go for. So I'm going to try and break this down into short versus long. What are you doing, crazy? What are you doing? He's got his banana. So if you're just going for a short time, you're going to need a bag, obviously. This is actually Kiba's travel bag. I have an Amazon storefront linked in the description, and a lot of these items are in that storefront. So if you want them, you can go look at that. But yep, this is a Goofier dog bag. It's very handy. I actually took this with me when I went to go get Kiba from the breeder. You can go check out that video if you want to, but this bag is in that video as well. It's got lots of pockets and everything. It's got a couple pockets back in here. It's got another snap pocket up front. So, like, this pocket is, like, mega. Like, it's huge. I don't know actually what I would use it for. Like, right now, I have some puppy pee pads in there. But other than that, I don't know what I would use it for. It's got another zippered pocket here on the side. It's this great big pocket. On the other side, it has a bungeed one for like a water bottle or something like that. And then the lid of it has a zippered mesh pocket on the top for quick, easy access for whatever. And then inside, it's actually divided into 2 compartments, one here, one here. But this divider in the center is just Velcro, so you can take it out and just make it one great big bag if you want to. I find it's just nice to have the divider in the center because you can kind of like organize things easier. So I've always kept the divider in. But so yeah, Number one, you're going to need a bag. You're going to need that whether you're going on a long or a short trip. So you're going to need a bag. Now that bag could be anything. It could be a backpack. It could be whatever you want. But yeah, this particular bag came with 2 travel bowls. So they just pop out. So one for food, one for water. Yeah, you know what these are. He's like down below going, food? Yeah, so those are easy to travel with. They're easy to clean because they're just silicone. And so these work great for travel bowls. And it also came with 2 of these. And essentially they're little bags. They're all scrunched because they were in the bag. So let me pop them out. Boom. They're like 2 zippable pouches that have a plastic lining in them, so that you can carry like your dog food in both of them, or dog food in one, treats in another, whichever you want to do. They're not waterproof, so you can't put water in them. But yeah, you can put food and treats or whatever the case may be. Now obviously these would work for like maybe a couple of days for a big dog, but they could work for multiple days for a small dog. Like if I filled these both with Kiva's food, that would last me 2 weeks easy. So yeah, all depending on what kind of dog you have. But yeah, they came with those. So that's 2 things you're going to need. You're going to need obviously food and a container to take that food in, whether it's that or a different container or just a bag. Doesn't matter. I suggest if you're going camping not to take a bag, take like a plastic sealable container so that wild animals and stuff don't smell the dog food. But yeah. And then bowls to feed and water your dog. I also suggest taking a portable water container. Most of the time when you're going places, you know, you're going to be out walking, you're going to be hiking, you're going to be like store shopping, you're going to be like whatever, and you're going to have your dog with you obviously. So during the day you're going to need to give your dog water, and so these portable water things come in really handy. I do believe this one's in my Amazon storefront, and I absolutely love it. It just pops up and locks. It's got a little button right here on the top, so you just press the button and then the water spills down into here. The dog drinks, and then when the dog's done, if there's water left, you can just tip it back and press the button again, and the water runs back down into the container, so you're not wasting water. It just unscrews to fill it up. It's dishwasher safe, and yeah, it's really good water thing. So it's got a little lanyard to hook onto a backpack or your wrist or whatever, and it works great. Sorry about that. Don't get COVID, it's not fun. Anyway, so the next thing that I suggest for a short or a long run is your harness and leash. This comes in various different forms, obviously. This is my harness and leash. It's all one. This is not in my Amazon storefront because Kiva actually came with this. Like, his breeder got this for him, and it came with him. I absolutely love it. It's just like, it's all one, connected to the leash. You just slip his front feet in, and then there's this little clip thing right here. You just squeeze it and then pull it down, and it locks it onto the top of his back. Absolutely love it. Super simple, lightweight, so like it doesn't bug him or anything like that. It's got a little twisty turny thing here so the leash doesn't ever tangle. I also have his tracking device on here, which is another thing that I highly suggest, a GPS tracker. There are pet ones like this, or there's just like regular ones that you can put on your keychain. Those work as well, but this is connected to an app on my phone. So if we're outside walking and he ever pulls away from me, I can track him on my phone and find him. So highly suggest that. I've also, and this is just a little hack, you can get leashes that are double-ended leashes. I think I showed you that in a previous video, where the leash has a clip on both ends instead of a clip on one end and a handle on the other. I've kind of made this one into one of those just by putting a little lanyard clip on the handle. This comes in really handy for like when you're hiking and you want to stop for a meal. You don't want to have your dog with you all the time. You know, wrap it around a tree and clip it to its own leash and your dog's tethered. It comes in handy for, you know, if you're in an open area or at a beach or something like that and you're sitting with your dog and you don't want to have to hold him all the time, you can wrap this around your waist and clip it, or around your leg or your arm or wherever and clip it, and your dog's tethered to you. So it comes in really, really handy simply by adding a little lanyard to the leash end or getting a double-ended leash. I have both because I have this one and I also have another harness and leash, and the leash is double-ended. So, love it. Absolutely love it. So yeah, harness and leash. Another thing I suggest, long or short vacation, is a pooper scooper. I've showed this to you in previous videos. This is just a pooper scooper that helps you pick up the poop when you don't want to handle the poop. It's awesome. Put a little baggie in here, and then it just like this pops out like that to add a little bit more space, and you just like use this as a claw to pick up the poop. It's awesome. I've used it several times already. Love it. Yeah, so pooper scooper, because we should always be cleaning up after our dogs, even if you're out in nature. No, if you're out hiking or whatever in the woods or like a forested tree area or something like that, then, you know, whatever, you know. Other animals are going out there anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But like if you're walking in a town or something like that, or on a beach or something like that, you'll want to clean up after your dog. So having this with you, definitely a good thing. What else? Short or long haul, I suggest having lots of toys with you. Toys are something that's gonna keep your dog entertained and stuff like that. I have toys linked on my Amazon storefront that Kiba has, plus many, many others. He's got lots of toys. But, yeah, something like this. Something small. This is his baby bottle. Yeah, something small that he can play with. That got his attention. Come here, come join me. Come here. Come here, come join me. I want you to join me in the video. Yeah, so like multiple toys. Maybe not so much something like this if you're going like camping or hiking. Maybe something like more durable that's not going to get dirty a lot, like something plastic, like a hard ball or something like that. But yeah, just toys of some sort to keep your dog occupied when you can't be occupied with them. Okay, go get it. Then you're gonna want, depending on what your dog does for like how he's trained, I guess I should say. So Kiba is trained, he sleeps in a kennel at night, and so obviously I would take the kennel with me. Try and keep it as close to normal and regular as you can for your dog. So if your dog's used to just sleeping in a bed on the floor, take the bed with you. If he's used to sleeping in a kennel, take the kennel. You know, if nothing, like if the dog sleeps with you in the bed, like continue to do that on your trip. Like just make it as regular as you can so that it doesn't start stressing your dog out. On that note, it's good also to have like a medication for your dog for like stress, or to like calm them down if they get too hyper and excited. You could talk to your vet about this. But there are like medications that your vet can give you that would help with that if the case arose. Some dogs are really good at traveling and going places and they just don't care. And then others get really hyper, really excited, really worked up. And so in that case, you'll want something to help them kind of settle themselves. So yeah, talk to your vet about that before going, because that could be really helpful to you and to the dog. And then, yeah, if you're going on long-term vacation, so like more than a couple days, and you're like me and have a long-haired dog, you might want to take some grooming supplies. And even if you have a short-haired dog, take some grooming supplies, because, and a lot of people don't think about this, but especially if you're going like, if you know you're going to be going out walking or hiking or anything like that, you know, you never know what your dog is going to get into. He could get into the water, he could get into the mud, he could get into leaves, he could get into insects, he could, like, you never know what he's going to get into. So taking something to groom your dog with is definitely a good thing to have. I've never run into it because I've always taken grooming supplies for my dogs, but I've heard of other people not taking grooming supplies for their dogs and wishing that they had, and they've had to like try and make do with different things to try and brush their dog. So yeah, having grooming supplies. So for Kiba, he's a long-haired dog, as you saw, because he's a Pomeranian. So I have a brush, a slicker brush for him. It's got the hard tines. This is, it just says pet store on it. I think it's in my Amazon storefront. But yeah, I have his brush. And then this, I don't know if you guys have ever seen a tool that looks like this. It's got these hooked tines on it. This is a lifesaver for long-haired dogs. This is what they call a mat remover. And quite literally, you just comb it through the dog's hair, and these tines slice through the mat. And, like, they're not sharp. Like, they don't cut or hurt your dog. Like, there's nothing to them. They're not sharp. But they slice right through the mat. Like, the mat stands no chance. So, yeah, this is a really good thing for long-haired dogs. And then I always take my grooming kit as well. And this kit has a comb in it. And then it has 4 different sizes and kinds of scissors. Now, you might not need to like full on groom your dog when you're away, but if you run into, like I said, mud or anything like that, you might have to cut something out of your dog's hair. And so that's where those scissors come in handy. So yeah, suggest taking that as well. Kiba, come here. Come join me. Come here. Yay! You joined me. Yay! Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. Taking treats along for your dog as well. Something like, I just had it. I don't know where I put it. Oh, right here. This is like part of a bully stick. It's just about gone now. But taking like a bully stick with you or something like that that they can chew on and keep themselves occupied for a little while, that's definitely a good thing. Trying to think if there's anything else. Hi. That you would need or want. Like, obviously, if your dog's on medications, take those. What? I think that's pretty much it. If you're going camping, like either in a tent or in an RV or something like that, another thing that can be useful to take is like a fold up dog run or a fold up dog playpen that you can set up outside, and you know your dog is safe and contained, but it gives them a little bit of an opportunity to run around without a leash and harness on all the time. So that would also be a good thing to take. What are you doing? Shoo. Yeah, so that'd also be a good thing to take. But yeah, other than that, I don't think I've missed anything. If you guys can think of anything more, comment down below and let me know. But I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. So if you have any questions about anything mentioned or anything else, let me know, and I'll try and make a video on it. I'm sorry this is kind of short, and you know, lighting isn't the greatest right now and stuff like that, but I couldn't set up all of my stuff. I didn't have the energy. COVID is not fun. So, yeah, I'll leave it at that, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you guys. Bye.